Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Nerd It This Way. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. I'm actually filming this on 4th of July, but I probably won't put it up until like later on this week or something. So I wanted to do my July TBR, and that, is really hard to stick with, like the same books. So these are going to be the concrete books. I might add to it, maybe. I'm going to start with this book right here, which is on my Kindle, and it is called Insanity by Jace. This is a reread for me because I read this a few years ago and I loved it. It's an Alice in Wonderland retelling and it's crazy. It's about this girl named Alice, but they're trying to figure out if she's the real Alice. And she's in an insane asylum for killing a busload of kids, her boyfriend, and all these other people. And so the asylum also houses this extremely crazy mass murder called the Caterpillar, which is awesome. And so I will have the book right here. And so yeah, let's go to the next book on this July, hopefully, to be read pile. Is, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Mr. Sabastian and the Negro Magician by Daniel Wallace, author of Big Fish. Pretty much from what I've gathered about this book, Walker is a world-class magician and he is in New York and he's doing sold-out shows, and then he gets asked to be a part of the Moss Grove's Chinese circus, which says right here in the book, which at no point in his tour of the Deep South has ever included a single Chinese person. So a character disappears with these three rowdy teens. Mind you, this is in 1954. Probably is a lot of the word Negro in here, so if that makes you uncomfortable, to skip over the word or maybe not read the book. I don't know. But Wallace, goes through the life of Henry Walker to the point where he made this deal with the devil known as Mr. Sabastian, and the loss of family, friends, and finding one's identity. So I'm really excited to read this. It caught my eye because the title and just this whole cover. I was like, ooh, what's that? We were in a just like a little bookstore, not like Barnes and Noble or anything, and the owner recommended this to me as well as the motion of puppets, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not. So I'm really excited to open and get into this book. I don't know when I'm gonna start, but probably after I move. It's also another Kindle book, which I would have right here, and it is Concrete Chaos, and it is by Michael Scott Earle, which is one of my favorite Kindle authors other than Jace. So I'm really pumped to read this. It is about a female biker. Her name will be right here because I forgot her name. Sorry. Excitement got to me. And she has this supernatural ancient bike, and she's has to stop this terrorist group from taking over her city, and love lost, friends, identity, the bond between her and her bike, because her bike apparently has a personality of its own, which I am looking forward to hearing. Like, I hope it's like witty and snarky, and oh, I'm so excited. Bad Unicorn by Platte, F. Clark, I believe. And this is book 1 of a trilogy. The title got me because it sounded funny. So I was like, oh, I gotta pick this up. And it is about a guy named Max Spencer who hates fighting, he hates war, he hates hunting, but he's the only one that can read the Codex of Infinite Nobility, which sucks for him because it's filled with information, casting spells, preventing squirrel apocalypses, and advice on how to avoid a unicorn named Princess the Destroyer, which would probably be the unicorn right there. And Princess the Destroyer loves hunting, killing, eating other creatures. Otherwise, what's the point of having a sharp horn on your forehead? Now she's on a mission. If she can find Max and retrieve the codex for a sorcerer, then all the humans you can eat buffet will be waiting for her in Texas. Stuck in another world with a carnivorous unicorn on his trail. The words are kind of big, so it doesn't, can you see it? It's not going to be a really long read, which I'm glad because, again, if you guys don't know, life update, it's going to be all sparkly right here. I start my master's program the 16th. Remember when I was like, oh, I don't want to commit to a date? I committed, you guys. I did it. And I'm not sure how I feel about that anymore. Because at first I was like, let's do it. And now I'm like, scary. The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. And I've already started this one, so I couldn't help it. But this is about a town who sacrifices kids every cycle, and the witch of the forest that gets the kids is supposed to eat them and spare the rest of the town this disaster and chaos. But our main character, Shan, I'm gonna say Shan, is sacrificed to the witch of the forest, and in this offering of babies for the protectorate, which is the city that sacrifices the kids, hopes that the witch will bring prosperity and good fortune to that city because they sacrificed the child. But what the witch actually does, which I found just awesome, is she takes these kids that are sacrificed to other towns, to families who can't have children or, want another child. And so the problem in doing that is she feeds the kids starlight to sustain them and nurture them throughout this journey. But Shan, I'm gonna learn how to say her name. Right now I'm tongue-tied, I don't know why. She actually, like the cover, drinks moonlight, which is a completely different type of nourishment. It actually gives her magical abilities. So she can't be adopted by other people. She has to stay with the forest witch. So I'm so excited because this is her growing up with all the creatures of the forest and, going with her new mother. Also, fun fact, I will be joining this book club. I will have the name right here. So if you want to join, because this is the book of the month that we will be reading, and if you want to join and start discussions and stuff, I will have my Goodreads link down below. So you can join us in reading this book right here. And if you want to read any other book on my TBR, please go ahead, because I would love to get your opinions on the books and questions and everything. Kid friendly, so you can read this to your kids. I say that because I have pseudo children. I don't have my own children, but to Jeannie and Maya, my pseudo children, you know who you are. This could be read to them. The last book is a graphic novel because I just cannot get enough of graphic novels ever. It's called Orcs Forged in War by Sten Nichoils and Joe Flood. It has like a Tolkien Hobbit feel, so I was like, oh yes, I love The Hobbit. Oh my god, Lord of the Rings. The nerd in me was like, yes, shine. Orcs universe, join the strike, commander of the Wolverines, and a ruthless and deadly cohort of the warriors orcs. Also, I can't see anything. If you're wondering why I'm like this, my makeup took so long that by the time I was like, oh, let me put contacts in, I was like, I don't want to. So I'm going blind today. Live on the wild side. But anyway, an inspired graphic novel, which I am looking forward. You see that? I'm so pumped. But I'm gonna save this for the last book because I don't know, I probably will read this first because I have no self-control. In the last book, The Klingon Art of War, Ancient Principles of Ruthless Honor, translated from the original Klingon by D.E.A.R DeCandido. I suck at saying names, sorry. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I got this, and then it's like not what I thought at all. So this is like the art of war, you know, references, real events, real people, real places used fictitiously. Other names, characters, places, and events are produced by the author's imagination. I did to read it, and this is like a little bit smaller than all the other books that I will be reading, and it's a bit longer, even with the 2 Kindle books that I will have on each side of me. So I am looking forward to this month for the moving and unpacking, which we are still packing, you guys. It is ridiculous how much stuff we have. Ridiculous. And we're still like going through and getting rid of stuff. I need to go through my books and kind of like get rid of some that I'm not gonna read and I will not ever read. So yeah, that's a thing too. So book club that I'm hopefully gonna, you know, kick off soon with The Girl Who Drank the Moon is our book. And if you have any suggestions, recommendations to any book, comic, manga, webtoon, please put them down below. And Kindle. I like Kindle as well. Down below. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe if you like my content and join the nerddom society that this channel is about. And like, share. There's a bell there, so every time I put up a video, you'll be notified, and you can be like, oh, Melly put up another video. I need to go check it out and see what's up. What's she doing? All you closet nerds, hashtag closet nerds, I love that. Thank you, Tiffany, for making that a thing, because I like that, hashtag closet nerds. Don't be a closet nerd. Be open about what you like. Be like, I like anime, I like manga, I like webtoons, I like it. Who cares? Don't let society tell you what you should like and what you should not like and what they deem appropriate for you, unless it's inappropriate, like completely, then okay, whatever. But you know, you have a moral compass. So you decide, you know. I can't tell you to just come out and be like, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. So I hope I encouraged you a little bit with my little spiel about coming out and owning who you are and being yourself, because there's so many different kinds of people shaming others for not being what they think is right, which fuck that shit. Hate those people. Okay, maybe not hate is a very strong word. I really, 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 really deep down from my soul, the pit of my soul, dislike those people. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So, nerds, closet nerds for now, and unknown nerds. Those are the nerds that don't know they're nerds. And those are the best kind of people, because they don't know that they're just so nerdy. And they should join us too, because we should all unite and stick together. Bye.